Ways a narcissistic wife will treat her husband. Okay, number one is that she's always going to be disappointed in you. You're always going to be her disappointment. Nothing you do is ever enough. She's going to nag. She's going to basically over-explain things to you like you're a little child, and you always will feel like you need to please her, like you're never good enough, like you're the problem and everything is your fault. Number two is that she's going to be against you all the time. She's never going to take your side, okay, and she's always going to be skeptical of all of your decisions. In her head, you're always wrong, and she's going to do this to basically take away your manhood, to embarrass you. Let's say you guys are repainting your house and you picked a color, and before even hearing you out, she's already gonna know that you picked the wrong color, because nothing you do is ever right. Nothing you do is ever good enough. She's never going to take your side. Number three, you're gonna feel guilty for wanting to be intimate with your own wife, okay? So she's going to say something like, not right now, not again. Really, you want that again? Like, she's going to make you feel guilty about it, and you're gonna feel like it's your problem, it's your fault. You've done something wrong, and now she doesn't want you physically. So you're gonna feel so isolated and alone in this relationship, and she's doing it on purpose. Number four is that this woman's going to prevent you from making friends, especially if these are women friends. She's not going to want you to have any friends, because that means you'll have a support system, okay? And she doesn't want that to happen. Now, she might actually call out your friends like, oh, that loser, you're going to hang out with him again, I don't want you to be talking to him, and you're going to distance yourself from those people. And then she might actually manipulate by saying something like, oh, why don't you go hang out with, I don't know, Joe, knowing that you and Joe never had a connection, and the friendship is never going to happen there, okay? When you're going to have a problem about one of her friends, then you're being controlling. So you're really dealing with this crazy double standard here. Number five is that this woman lives in this fantasy land where she thinks she could have done better than you, and you're going to hear about this all the time, where she's going to compare you. Like, I should never have married you. I should have married that guy. He could have done all of this for me, and yet I'm with you. Why did I settle for you? Why didn't I listen to my family? You're going to hear this all the time, and it's going to chip away from you so much. Number six is that she's always going to try to get back at you, not because you did something wrong, but because she's blaming you for all of her past traumas in her head, okay? So you're going to turn into her emotional punching bag, and she actually is going to get so vindictive where she might take your credit card and run credit card debt, and then when you confront her about it, she's going to say something like, well, now we're even. So she's constantly trying to get back at you for things that she's built up in her head and for her past traumas. For a narcissistic wife, the husband is never her partner, okay? She's constantly on the lookout. There is no trust there, because she's a broken person. Number seven is that there's always going to be this queen-servant dynamic, okay? So you're going to have to report to her about everything, you know? Did you wash the dishes? What was your paycheck? Where is the paycheck? She's in charge of all the finances. It's all about her. She doesn't really contribute to the household, and when she does, she makes it look like such a burden. So you're always going to have this dynamic where it's not husband, wife, you know, queen and king. No, it's queen and you're her servant. Number eight is that this woman's going to be a blame-shifting expert, okay? Everything that she does wrong, she's going to take that and shift it on you, and it's going to become your problem, and you will believe it. It's all going to be always your fault. Now, I know, obviously she's going to be emotionally absent just like any narcissist, right? So there's going to be zero remorse. It's going to be like this soulless person. And when you will try to communicate emotions, you're going to hear something like this from her, okay? What do you want from me? We're talking. How much more can I give you? Because she doesn't have more to give. And number 10, you're going to hear a lot of threats about her leaving, okay? She's going to threaten you with divorce all the time. All the time, so get used to it. There you guys have it. I hope this information is helpful for you, and I will be posting much more detailed video on this content on my YouTube channel, a link to which you can find up in my bio.